welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy Part 26. So, to actually start this mission, you gotta go to your field guide and look at some of the posts, the owl posts that come to you. And the one that you gotta open is this one from Lodgok. So, if you want to read it, you can pause it real quick. We're level 28 now, so here's the new mission that we've unlocked, Lodgok's Loyalty. So let's head over to where he told us to, instructed to, and we'll meet you over there. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, here we are. We are supposed to meet him at one of the goblin mines, so the entrance to the mine is right over here.
Sign of Lodgok
so,
out here.
let's start this
Must be
quest,
inside already.
and let's get over to the coastal mine and see what information that Lodgok has found out about Ranrock that he can come and share with us. Thought I could go that way, but looks like it's locked out.
Something seems wrong.
This place is teeming with Ranrock's loyalists. I have to keep my wits about me.
So looks like a lot of the goblins are already here in the mines, as this is probably part of Ranrock's plans, part of the drills that he was using earlier, I'm sure. So let's defeat these loyalist warriors as quickly as possible. They have a green level 28, so that's around our level. So they shouldn't be too difficult, and we should be able to make quick work of them. There we go. Ancient magic is just the final touch that we need. So let's ride this mine cart.
This cart ought to get me deeper into the mine.
Looks like the ones that we find
like Gringotts, but I'm in the driver's seat this time.
in Gringotts, like you just said. You read my mind perfectly.
Something seems wrong.
How deep will this take me?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress.
Maybe that's just common for goblins to make these mine carts. So makes sense that they have them at Gringotts, makes sense that they have them here. But let's find Lodgok, where we're deep into enemy territory, so just gotta be cautious and be able to defend ourselves. But there we go. Alright, I'm not very familiar with the history of Gringotts, so my best guess is maybe the goblins that run the bank also created the vaults that are there too, because the mines that we're going through right now kind of look like the lower levels of Gringotts, where all the vaults are that we've seen, you know, whether it was Harry and Hagrid going for the Sorcerer's Stone, or us in the Deathly Hallows going into Bellatrix Lestrange's vault to grab some of the Horcruxes that Voldemort created. But there we go, got some more loyalist warriors to defeat, so let's get it. And that animation of the goblin attacks are so cool, just how they change in size and then get ready to attack you from whatever angle they're coming at you. But that's a really cool animation that the creators of this game decided to make. There we go, we use ancient magic. Oh man, this guy is red and a level 30, so he is one of the more powerful guys we are facing right now, but looks like we make quick work of him. So let's delve deeper into the mine and let's find Lodgok, because he has the information we need against Ranrock. But look at the drop from there. That's very scary, but looks like we gotta move forward this way, so let's get it done. Alright, so it took me a quick minute to figure out how to start pulling this through, and I think the game glitched out earlier, so it wouldn't let me pull the platform towards me. But now we are able to, and we are able to progress further down. But I think Accio is probably the most useful spell we learn and use throughout this game, and that's why it's always on my spell cast on the bottom right, and it always takes the spot on the left side. as that's the easiest for me to remember. But got some more loyalist warriors to defeat. So let's carry on and let's move forward. But the goblin mines are pretty interesting, and you know, going through a decent amount of them throughout this game really goes to show how much of an expert they are in the field of metal and mining and that whole process and industry. It's no wonder that none of the wizards that we know delve into this sector of work, and it's dedicated to all the goblins. Oh, come on, Axel. Let's defeat these goblins. So I'll skip ahead to when we're done with them, and we'll move on forward with these mines. Let's get it. Alright, so here we go. We just defeated the goblins in the same area. Looks like we have to stoke the fire here to get the elevator functional, and we can move up. So yeah, let's get to Lodgok real quick. Kinda scary to know whether he's here or not, how deep he is, and we can save him. That's our main goal. That's our main goal. So I feel like everything's coming together, and we're getting
Another drill
real close
is
to the end.
complete. The wizarding world will crumble.
I can end this right now. I have to destroy the drill and stop Ranrock's loyalists.
Alright, well there was Ranrock and his drill to the left over there. Looks like this is his base of operation. So let's move forward and let's keep on going. And let us skip ahead till we beat all these guys and move forward to the next part of the story. Let's get it. Alright, well here we are. We're fighting the last armored troll. And that's the end of all the enemies in this area. And it looks like we have to destroy the drill. So we're gonna destroy the pillars right over here. Just hit it with a blast. Got 3 of 5. There's the 4th and there's the 5th. There we go. We just destroyed the drill. Let's hear what Ranrock has to say.
That is unfortunate. No matter, we will build another.
I found this one lurking outside.
Lodgok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me?
Oh man, we should have known. We should have known. Lodgok is Ranrock's brother. No wonder he's got an end. And I can see where they drift apart and go separate ways.
It cannot be. All this time, you knew. You knew where it was.
Are you alright?
I'll never understand you, Lodgok. So gullible. That witch did not consider you an equal. She, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragpor's last journal. Wasted my time chasing a child. And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
I was bringing it to you.
You are a Traitor to our kind! No! Avada Kedavra!
Oh man, that was really dark to see. That caught me off guard, by surprise, man. But here we go. There was Rookwood too. Looks like their partnership was very thin and frail. So, looks like now that they got the missing puzzle piece, they can go their separate ways.
Poor Lodgok. Dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him.
Man, that's tough. I guess Ranrock is willing to do anything and everything.
Now to get out of this blasted place. I'll send word to Fig to meet me in the map chamber. He and the Keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is.
Alright, well, not exactly what we expected, but I can totally see this finally coming to a head, coming to an end. So let's send an owl to Professor Fig. Man, Lodgok said goodbye before we had a real good chance to really learn about him. But let's go on a high note and let's play the last level of Summoner's Court. So that's the mini game we've been playing throughout this game. And let's see who our final opponent is. That should be lighthearted fun. And then we shall head towards, if not the last level, one of the last ones. Alright, here we are. And there's our opponent. Curious to see who it is. And oh my goodness, it's Professor Ronan. Let's go talk to him.
You're my Summoner's Court opponent, Professor Ronan.
Indeed I am. Professors are allowed to have fun once in a while too, you know.
Of course. I look forward to playing against you.
And I you. I've been playing this for eons, so you haven't a chance of winning. How about we get started anyway?
I'm ready.
No time like the present.
Alright, well here we are. We're going to be playing Summoner's Court. I think this is my favorite minigame in this game. It's so much fun. Too bad we couldn't play Quidditch this year because of Professor Black's decision to do so, but you know, this is a pretty fun mini game.
We all make mistakes.
And I really hope they make Quidditch into a DLC later on down the road. So let's move our ball as best as we can. Accio. There we go. I think we got about 50 points there. I think we got it right to the line. So let's get it. Let's get it. Alright, well let's see what Professor Ronan can do. And oh man, he's got the hundo ball. That's gonna be a little tough to beat, but I think we can knock his ball down. And we can put our ball at where the 100 is. Should be no problem. There we go. Just like we drew up. We got it to plan. Alright, well he's only got one more left, so let's see what he can do. Alright, looks like he can only get 50, so looks like we're gonna win no matter what, which is nice. So maybe we can knock his ball off and make ours go to 100. But oh, that was weird. His just flew off, but we got another.
You have it. Yet another opportunity to learn and improve.
30 or so points, so that's awesome. That's awesome. I think we just beat Professor Ronan. That is what we like to see. Let's go see what he has to say.
Well done. You've beaten me at my own game.
I had a good teacher.
A flatterer, I see. Although I dare say it's not unwarranted. I shall accept the compliment humbly. As the new Summoner's Court champion, you have earned a token of recognition. Do not let it go to your head.
Well, that was some lighthearted fun. I figured that'd be, you know, something good to switch up the mood. But let's go to the map chamber and let's go talk to Professor Fig about what to do
could beat Professor
next.
Ronan.
I'm so excited. So excited. And I can totally tell we're almost at the end of the game. What a journey we've been on.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the Keepers that Ranrock knows where the last repository is.
According to the owl I received, Ranrock is moving more quickly than we could have anticipated.
This is grave news indeed. We had hoped for more time to discuss the best path forward.
Let us hear what the student has to say.
Professor, you received my owl. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
Isadora told Bragbor about the magic when she asked him to build a container for her. I've seen her memories.
Isadora left memories for someone to find? You know what she did?
Her memories showed what she did for her father, which I also saw in Professor Rookwood's pensive. And a conversation with Bragbor in which she expressed frustration about the limits being placed on her use of ancient magic.
Based upon the memories they have seen, I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast. Perhaps then you can tell me a little more about the memories of Isadora that you witnessed.
Alright, well, looks like we have to complete Sam Bakar's trial and get to his pensive. So, that's pretty far away, so I'll skip over and we'll see you there.
You're here. I have good news. We do not have any of Ranrock's loyalists to contend with. Of course, the bad news is that it's likely because they no longer need to track the Keepers for information.
Alright, well, now we have to discover how to open this chamber, so let's use Revelio, and let's find the way to open
Revelio.
this place. And okay, looks like that's very promising.
This place could do with a bit of pruning. Let's look around.
Alright, so we're either gonna have to cut all these leaves, or, you know, we'll have to use some fire to clear it out of the way. Okay, slashing won't work, so maybe fire will do the trick. And boom, there we go. That's what we like to see. Very, very cool.
It is. I believe I know what must be done.
That was a really cool animation. Let's go talk to Professor Fig now.
Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
That's a head. I can't say that I do.
It appears to be a fearsome beast known as a Graphorn. And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a Graphorn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of Graphorns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
Have you ever subdued a Graphorn, Professor?
I have, yes.
Years ago, at Stonehenge, of all places. The Ministry still owes me for that favor. It can be difficult, of course. They are massive, after all, but it's not impossible. It's my experience that many of your spells will have no real effect. You'll need to wear him down.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the map chamber.
Alright, well looks like we're gonna have to use our beast skills and go search for the Lord of the Shore. So we'll meet you there, and we'll see you in a minute. Alright, well here we are. We've made it to the shore.
Very
and now
well,
we
Lord of
gotta
the Shore.
talk to the
Show yourself.
Graphorn. So let's check it out. Should be really, really exciting. And man, just the top hat and that cloak tops it off. And oh man, there it is. It looks very, very menacing. And okay, there's the collection of a new opponent that we're facing. And the Graphorn's level 30, so might take a little bit of time to defeat it, as it looks like a very, very menacing opponent. But we are, to an extent, invading its territory and making it awake from its slumber, so I could kind of see why it wouldn't be too happy with us being over here. But let's do all that we can to defeat it and bring it back to where Sambakar is. And this is a pretty cool trial. Never expected to see a Graphorn, but it looks like a mix of like a lion and like a ram with the horns and a dragon. Looks like a mix of so many mythical creatures. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. This might be the most difficult opponent we've faced so far, because all the upgrades we've done to our spells seem to be very limited. So even the slashing and the spells from our wheel don't do as much damage as it does on other opponents we've seen throughout the game. But we're making quick work of him. You know, we've got about a third of his health down, so we've got about 2/3 to go. And considering this opponent's level 30, which is higher than us and showcases the red level to the top left, you know, I think we're doing really well. But let's unleash these spells at him, and let's earn its trust by fighting it, I guess, and maybe it'll come along. But this is such a cool creature for them to include in this game. It's something that I truly didn't expect. There we go. We've got half of its health down, so we might see it change form, or there we go. There it is. Maybe some electric bolts or something. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There we go. We got a couple objects to throw at it. Its health less than 50% now. Throw a little more objects, use some ancient magic. But there we go, we're making quick work of the Graphorn, but this is such an interesting way to get the Graphorn to work with us by fighting it. But I mean, I guess it's kind of like Pokemon, right? Where you gotta fight the Pokemon to capture it, make it weak, let its guard down so we can capture it with a ball. But, you know, I'm not really sure if we're gonna carry the Graphorn in our bag and bring it over to where Professor Fig is, or how that's gonna work, but should be interesting to see. Should be very interesting. But there we go, we've got about a quarter of its health done, and even though it changed forms to have more electricity, I would say that the set of attacks that it hasn't really changed from the beginning of the battle. So maybe that's one thing that I've noticed throughout this game is that despite lowering its health, the enemies that we face don't change their attack patterns at any stage when we fight them. But that's okay. That's okay. But we're getting through. We're getting through. Almost done with this Graphorn. And this guy's found at the southern end of the map. And it's kind of crazy to see how big this map is. You think that it's kind of like a square around the Hogwarts area and the Forbidden Forest. But there's a whole southern region south of even Feldcroft. But here we go. Here we go. We're almost done, I think. I guess we'll kneel. We'll see how the Graphorn reacts. Oh, oh. What's it doing? It stops. Did we gain its trust now? I sure hope we did. Sure hope we did. Looks like it. It's kind of like a Hippogriff. Getting the Hippogriff's trust, it looks like. But I think we've got its trust now. We fought valiantly against it. And looks like we're gonna mount the beast. Looks like it trusts us to mount it. So that is pretty cool. I didn't even realize we could mount a Graphorn. That is solid. That is solid. That is so cool. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to mount the Graphorn all the way back to Professor Fig. Now that was not something I was expecting. I truly thought that we would have to capture it in our beast bag that we got with Deke and fly it over or fast travel to Professor Fig. But I think I really enjoy this way more. It's pretty cool to see the Graphorn in action, but we'll use as much speed as we can and we'll find a way through. We'll find a way through. There we go, we got like a ox there, more wildlife. Got some poachers, but we'll try avoid it as much as possible. We're about 1,000 meters away, so let's quickly make it to Professor Fig. But all of this area is south of Hogwarts and we're towards the shore. Really reminds me of the area we were at the beginning of the game, as well as the cave that we see in Half-Blood Prince. I'm not sure if it's the same cave or same area, but to me it really looks like it. But look at the graphics and look at the scenery in the background. It's beautiful to look at. You got the snow in the mountains. You got some old castles and got some barricades that they're trying to block us, but you know, we're slowly making our way, so I can really enjoy that aspect. But Professor Fig, we're on our way, so hopefully we don't keep you waiting for too long. But that's super cool how we gain the trust of the Graphorn. Very similar to a Hippogriff, in my opinion. How we gotta gain its trust, but Graphorn, you gotta, you know, wrestle with it, you know, have some physical interaction with him. But there we are. We're really close to where Professor Fig is, so let's see what'll happen when we bring the Graphorn. Okay, something's happening. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And looks to be this is our trial. And the Graphorn right now looks like it's home. And it's activating the ancient magic, so we're right where we are supposed to be. So that is awesome. Definitely a side of magic we've never seen in the wizarding world with Harry Potter. But look at that door open. That is so cool. That looks like another map chamber area, so maybe we go with a Graphorn to it, or maybe I think we have to get off because it won't fit. So let's dismount real quick and let's move forward and let's go to the pensive. I think we're pretty close. Hopefully we don't have to fight any bosses or anything. And looks to be we don't have to. Nice, nice. There we go.
Perhaps Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. I still have my reservations. Isadora, as you will see, was not who she seemed. I can only hope that you are. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
Alright, well I can see why they have reservations. You know, this is a powerful form of magic, but I'm glad that he was able to come through. So, let's go look at the pensive memory, Sam Bakar's memory. There we go. We got another trophy for us, so that's nice to see. And I love how each pensive, the character behind the pensive, where the teardrop falls from, is having the same features as the guardians that it represents. So let's drop this memory into the pensive and let's go take a look. Should be fun.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morganach, Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others. I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
Avada Kedavra! his life.
Oh man, that was wild. That's so sad that Isadora went on the wayside. I don't think that she was really a bad person, you know. I think she was really just trying to help. Just the way she went about it was a bit extreme, so it's unfortunate that that ended like that, but here we go. We know most of the story between the Keepers and Isadora and why they're so protective of this ancient magic.
The caverns below Hogwarts, where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
Alright, well, here we go. That kind of concludes the story about the pensives and the memories of the old keepers. So, that was a really fun mission, really good trial, because it was different than all the other ones. So, my favorite were the last 2 trials, because they weren't the same. But, thank you for all the support, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.